Civil liberties and protections. Your civil liberties are defined as those inalienable rights provided by the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. What rights does this include? It includes freedom of speech, religion, assembly, the 14th Amendment, and the right to privacy. We'll get into more details on these in a moment. Freedom of speech allows for people to openly express their opinions and views. This permits the right to disagree. For instance, I could say, I agree with the war, as to where someone else may say, I do not agree with this war. It's their opinion. However, freedom of speech does not protect against rioting, obscenity, harassment, or other misuses of the right. For example, if I were to say, I love Osama bin Laden, or I am a terrorist, the threatening nature of the statements would leave it unprotected by the Constitution. Freedom of speech can also refer to the freedom to exchange ideas. Freedom of religion allows for people to worship however they choose so. Separation of church and state is also a major civil liberty by which the government works separately from religious affiliation. This gets rid of bias from one's faith in the government. The right to assemble allows for people to gather and express common interests. These protests are examples. They are gathering to express ideas. The right to petition, also a major civil liberty, is often included with the right to assemble, as people are able to petition and therefore can cause change. The 14th Amendment was one of the major amendments after the Civil War. It overruled the Dred Scott decision that said African American people could not be U.S. citizens. This decision, which protected African Americans, gave them citizenship, which was the basis of racial desegregation. The 14th Amendment also provides due process, stating that the government must protect its people from the government. Thus, the people's rights must be entirely respected. Equal process is also included, requiring each state to provide equal protection and jurisdiction. The Fourth Amendment gives people the right against searches and seizures, so that people can't just break into your home without permission. It also provides that people are protected individually from things like credit card or identity theft. It also gives the government a right to privacy, by which the president, among other officials, is able to claim privacy on certain matters. For example, when the War on Terror began, the president kept the conversations he had with his staff and cabinet private for security purposes. Your civil protections are what your civil liberties protect: your speech, religion, and so on. Thus, the American people's rights are guaranteed.